It's mid-July and you're probably wondering what are the best mobile games that you can play right now. Don't worry, we got you covered right here. Thanks for coming to the channel. I'm going to share with you 9 or 10 of the best mobile games that you can play right now that are actually new and not ones that have been sitting on the market forever. There's some good ones on this list and some of them are my favorites. Make sure you subscribe to the channel before we go on. Okay. Now let's go. First on the list, and maybe one that you may be really excited about, is Sonic Rumble. This game is fast and absolutely insane. A 32-player battle royale style game in a Sonic the Hedgehog universe, making it a very light experience, yet at the same time super enjoyable and super intense at times. Think Super Smash in a way, with a bit of a Sonic twist to it. This is one that I think is going to do really well in the market. One, it's a fun party game that a lot of people really tend to enjoy, especially on mobile. And two, it brings in an IP of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is also a beloved IP that so many people are going to play just because it's Sonic. Keep an eye on this one. I think this one's going to do well over time. Guys, I need to introduce you to Etheria Restart, a turn-based strategy JRPG game that I love so much that I started a new YouTube channel called Etheria Restart. I recommend you go check it out. By the way, I need to thank Etheria Restart for supporting the channel and sponsoring today's video, and urge all of you, check out the game. I got a QR code for you that gets you 10 free summons inside of the game, maybe pulling in a new Animus, which is basically a character, a playable champion. Yeah, you want one of those. There's also a link in the description as well, so you can go check out the game and get involved right now. Now, not only does the game look and sound amazing, it is extremely fun to play. It's so much that I just have been grinding my account since day one when this one launched 6 or 7 weeks ago. Yeah, we've been playing non-stop, and you can keep up with me on the journey on that channel that I mentioned. And something really special is about to happen on Sunday. You can see right here, I'm waiting for the event. I will be live streaming this event on Sunday from 3 p.m. Eastern Time to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the Global Reborn to Fight Invitational. We're gonna see head-to-head battles inside of Etheria Restart, and it's gonna be intense. I'm gonna have that live stream scheduled and linked in the description of this video so that you cannot miss it. Make sure you subscribe so that when the notification comes out, you can be there. So there are 3 things you need to know. 1, Etheria Restart is an insane turn-based strategy game and groundbreaking. Number 2, you can download it with my link or my QR code and get a bunch of rewards for doing so. Number 3, I have a new channel for it, and I guess we have a 4th, which is I'll be linking this event invitational live stream in the description. I can't wait to see you guys there to talk more about this incredible game, as well as show you what it's all about and the potential that it has. Again, thanks to Etheria Restart for sponsoring today's video. Next up, we have Spirit Crossing. This game is a life simulator, atmospheric style game that's available to players that are utilizing Netflix games. If you're looking for something that is super slow paced, that brings you a bunch of story that you can interact with, this is probably something that you may have an interest in. For me, that's not the case, but this isn't about me. I think the game does look really cool. The pastel colors lend itself to being a really light and passive style game, and the sounds and everything that you get from the game are obviously going to fit well into that atmospheric vibe. If you're someone that's looking for something low-key, this is the one for you from the list. All right, so Sonic has a competitor here. I'm talking about Pudgy Party, another cute style battle royale game. Now, this is from what I believe comes from the Pudgy Penguins, which is some NFT project that most of you probably don't care about, neither do I, but the gameplay of this game itself looks really cool. The penguins look awesome. They did a nice job making the characters in the worlds that they're living within. The one thing about this one is it's a 20-player battle royale style game, and it definitely does look a little bit different than the Sonic the Hedgehog one. What I would recommend that you do is try out both of them and see which one the gameplay is more enjoyable to you, and then continue playing that one, or just go play Sonic. Oceanhorn Kronos Dungeon has made its way over to mobile. What we're looking at here is a retro-themed dungeon crawler style game very much inspired by like a Zelda or something like that. I particularly like the genre, and I don't particularly love the graphics of the game, but I know that inside of this genre, graphics are not always the most important thing, and actually oftentimes they're not important at all. It's more about the gameplay. This one has been proven with time, having had a PC relative as well, and now I assume that it will do very well also on mobile. One that you could check out if you're looking for long, drawn out, but enjoyable styled quests that you can go on, and finding yourself a bunch of monsters to slay along the way, while finding things that you need to find, upgrading your gear, and doing all the things you do inside of the genre. This one looks like it's a lot of fun. Boxville II is an atmospheric adventure game with a $4.50 price tag. One thing I will definitely say is it has locked down the atmospheric element. I think this is a really, really nice looking game that has a lot of puzzles and different quests that you're gonna go on. Again, this is an adventure style game. Here we are with some of the puzzles that you may experience throughout the game. This is something that if you're looking to go on different, I don't want to say quests, but experiences throughout the game that are heavily gated by puzzles and having to figure things out, this could be one that you'd have interest in. If you don't like puzzles, I would stay clear of this one. But one of the things that's the best is that it is a premium game, so you don't have to deal with any microtransactions or any ads during your gameplay experience. Mech vs. Aliens. This is a really fun PvE title. If you're looking for some type of a battle, a shooter style battle, but you don't want to dive into a PvP type experience, well, PvE is what you're looking for, and this game brings you exactly that. You're going to build up your squads and all of your tools for battle, and then take them into battle against the AI. This is definitely one of those games that you're going to want to play when you don't want to be heavy sweating at the game, trying to take down a real life other opponent, but you still want some kind of a challenge in your experience and in your battle experience. That's what we're trying to say. Doomsday Tank Zombie PvP. No, we're not talking about The Walking Dead inside of this one. You're going to be taking down hordes of zombie enemies with your tank. That is something that is very different. I'll tell you, I would feel very safe and secure inside of a tank. Either way, this has kind of a Walking Dead art style vibe, which I actually quite like. And you mix that with a bunch of tank battles and zombies, and you have something that could be really an enjoyable experience. Being that this one is free to download and try, I suggest that you do if you're looking for something that's just a little bit different than what we're normally going to see. Now let me introduce you to Tabs Battle Simulator. Here you are a wiggly, wonky character that you create battles. Everything inside of this is a little bit goofy, from the movement of the characters to what they're actually doing inside of the game. But with that being said, you can create some really epic moments and some battles that are absolutely insane. Think Roblox mod type of a game. This one here looks like it's a lot of casual, silly fun. I would recommend something like this to my kids that are looking for something that's just a lot goofy, that brings them into a world that's not intimidating, but at the same time, a lot of fun. And now I want to introduce all of you to Moco. This is a futuristic style action RPG from Supercell Games. And if you play any Supercell game, make sure that you use code ECHO because it directly supports my channel. You just go to the shop, head on over to the right, and throw in code ECHO, hit enter, and voila, you are supporting. But inside this game, you have open worlds where you can battle, you have rifts where you can challenge with friends, dojos for solo experiences, and even a versus mode for PvP. Moco, though, is very much an experience that you will play with friends, actual players in the world, taking down monsters and taking names, gaining experience as you go. This game is a ton of fun, and I actually covered a lot on my channel. I urge all of you to come check this one out, and I share it with you today because it's recently global. Previously, this was an invite-only game, but now you can download it and play it anytime, anywhere. It is the newest Supercell game that I recommend you try. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're waiting to be updated with regular games that are brand new to the scene. I'll see you guys in the next one.